A friend recently told me I had to watch this video with over 200,000 views called How to Win at Blackjack with 99.8% win rate and claims to be the ultimate blackjack strategy. What is this ultimate strategy? How does it work? And what do you need to know before trying it? I'm going to answer that in this video. I'm Colin from Blackjack Apprenticeship, and about 20 years ago, me and a friend read a book on card counting, and we were able to turn our initial bankroll of about $11,000 into over $500,000 in 2 years. We then parlayed that into the church team, a large-scale blackjack team that beat casinos for over $3 million, and now I provide training, tools, and community for people still beating casinos at their own game. I love helping people beat casinos, and I feel like I've heard every strategy out there. So what is this ultimate blackjack strategy that gives you a 99.8% win rate? Wait, when I first watched this video, I swear it said that you could win at a 99.4% win rate, and now it says 99.8%. Yep, it's confirmed. This betting strategy must be like a fine wine. It gets better with age. This video comes from a YouTube channel and website called Gambler Casino. We did a bit of digging into Gambler Casino, and I'll get into that later, but for now, let me explain their ultimate strategy that they claim is a precise and mathematical method and one of the most powerful strategies to beat blackjack. The first part of their strategy is to show players a basic strategy chart, and this is good.
Here it is, a simple and intuitive chart.
Following a proper basic strategy chart will cut a 3-2 blackjack game's house edge to about 0.5%. That means that over the long haul, if you play this way, you will lose about 0.5% of what you bet. Now, there are already some red flags, like it says here on the chart 10,1. Now, I know what they mean is 10,10, but come on guys. They also don't mention any other blackjack variants like European no hole card blackjack, but I understand this is for beginners, and so good for them to point beginners in the right direction. But that is where things take a terrible turn. The second step to the ultimate blackjack strategy is to use martingale betting, or what we call progressive betting. They claim that this is a complementary approach that can further enhance winning probabilities. Let me make this clear. Martingale betting does not enhance your winning probability.
If you happen to lose a hand, you double your bet on the next hand to recover the previous losses and aim for a positive outcome. You can play with confidence and strive for consistent earnings.
But the proof is in the pudding, right? In Expert Gameplay and Results, he shows you how this works. And this is the classic sampling bias.
I'm going to double the bet from 5 to 10. I click again on deal, and in this case, I immediately get a blackjack.
Hey, I could send you a short video of me making 7 out of 8 3-pointers and say, I'm a better shooter than Steph Curry. But all I really did is send you an 8-shot sequence where I got lucky and made 7 out of 8. There'd be plenty other sections where I missed 7 out of 8 or even 8 shots in a row. He shows 8 hands of which he wins 7 and loses 1. On top of that, his double down works and he gets a blackjack. On the one hand, he had to double his bet to recover his previous loss. This is not math. This is what we call variance. He then proceeds to show a super sped up session of how this works over 10 minutes. Again, this is not math, it's sampling bias. It's sped up so fast you can't even track the results, but don't worry, we slowed it down so that we could share the results for you. Over this 10 minutes, he wins 29 hands, loses 20, and pushes 5 hands. Now let's compare that to the real probability of a 54 hand stretch of blackjack. You would expect to win 23 hands, to push 4.5 hands, and to lose 26.5 hands. The reality of blackjack is that you will lose more hands than you win. Now you can make up for some of that with double downs and blackjacks, but this 10-minute section they show is completely unrealistic compared to the long haul of blackjack. After this, he proceeds to share his win, which is 200 euros in 10 minutes. Multiply that out and you can win $1,400 an hour, right? Okay, this insanity has to stop. We advantage players think in terms of EV, or expected value. Like my basketball illustration, anything can be proven over a very short period of time, but why does martingale or progressive betting fail over the long haul? This video claims that the odds of losing 5 hands in a row is only 2.8%, but that only works if you quit forever before that 2.8% chance happens. Now imagine I offer you a game called Run Across the Road with Your Eyes Closed. I run a simulation and I tell you there's only a 2.8% chance you're gonna get hit by a car. That means two things. First, about 3 in 100 people are going to lose this game. Also, the more times you run across the road, the more likely you are that that 2.8% chance will inevitably catch up to you. The odds of getting hit by a car at least once while running across the road are as follows. If you run across the road twice, it's approximately a 5.5% chance. If you run across the road 10 times, it's approximately a 25% chance of getting hit. If you run across the road 100 times, it's about a 95% chance of getting hit. And if you run across the road 1,000 times, you are virtually guaranteed to get hit by a car. Yes, the odds of losing 5 hands in a row is only 2.8%. But if you play 100 hands an hour of blackjack, you are expected to have this happen nearly 3 times every hour. That's right, every 21 minutes, you are expected to lose 5 hands or more. With their extreme strategy of doubling up until you lose 8 bets in a row, this is still expected to happen nearly every 3 hours. Even in this $1 to $500 table max that he's playing in this video, even if you start with a $1 bet, you'll be capped by the table limit by your 10th bet. Besides this, he says all you need is 155 euros to do this. But what if you get to that last bet and you need to double down or you need to split? Now you can't even play proper basic strategy. You end up doing something really stupid like not splitting aces. So in this extreme strategy, you would actually need 9,000 euros to guarantee proper basic strategy. That's why they encourage these short sessions and have to show this extremely biased short sampling size.
I advise you to apply it online for sessions of 30 minutes maximum.
Unless you retire forever from blackjack, this will catch up to you in time. You can expect to lose 1.7 bets per hour with progressive betting if you have an infinite bankroll. But since you don't have an infinite bankroll, it's just a matter of time before you lose your entire bankroll. Martingale is like Russian roulette. It works until it doesn't. Oh! Why is this video willing to be so deceptive? Well, we did a bit of digging and Gambler Casino exists to get people gambling online. And then they make a cut off of all the losses of everybody gambling at those casinos. So in other words, they only get paid when players lose. This is the same thing casinos do that makes me so sick. They play into the sampling bias. They put up pictures of winners on the wall in casinos, but they should have to put up the total gambler losses beneath it. Sally Mae hit a $7,328 jackpot on Larry the Lobster. Career gambling losses, $83,248. Marilyn D won $2 million on a progressive jackpot. Total gambler losses on slot machines in this casino, $58 million. Sure, I could tell you about the time that I won $40,000 in an afternoon in a casino counting cards, but I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't also tell you about the time that I lost $40,000 and got backed off from casinos in one afternoon.
How'd it go? I'm down about 24,000 between the two casinos.
That's why card carriers care about sharing their career earnings, not their session winnings. Who cares what you won in one day? What we care about is, did you win in the long run? Another thing that really bothers me in this video is he gives this important tip, which is when you double your bankroll, either start a new session or continue playing without closing your session. The cards don't care. They don't have a memory. Math doesn't magically reset if you take a break from the blackjack table. This would be like if I told you in this running across the street game, well, hey, I'm gonna take a break after running across the street 2 times. That way, the math of getting hit by a car will reset. It doesn't. This is when he makes his most outrageous claim.
This was the ultimate blackjack strategy online, used by all successful professional gamblers.
This is a bogus strategy used by no professional gamblers. But remember guys, this is just gambling, it's for fun. However, he's already said this will give you a 99.4 or 99.8% win rate. He shows you how easy it is to use, and very conveniently, they remind you of the link to their casino in the description. And while they gave a piece of truth about basic strategy, they didn't share the full truth, like that every rule at the table affects your edge at the casino. To learn more about basic strategy and everything you need to know, you're gonna have to watch this video.